Hey folks, and welcome back. Thank you for joining me again this week. This week I'm actually at the Altera. I'll put a map up, show you where I am. It's quite close to Soi 6. I've had a couple of recommendations for this one. It's part of the same group as sort of the Amber and the Arbor that I've stayed in, and they're great hotels. I've got a double room on the 7th floor. It's actually like a suite. It's got a kitchenette and comes with breakfast, so I'll have a look at that as well. There's a swimming pool, there's a gym, it's a great location. It's quite nice and quiet, and as I say, it's easy walking distance to Soi 6 or Second Road. And there's actually a free shuttle bus that takes you to Terminal 21 as well. So yeah, let's go and have a look at this one and see what you think. So check-in, I've just arrived. It's about 2:15 I arrived. My room wasn't actually ready, so I had to sit in reception for 5 minutes while they just finished off making up the room. No deposit, and they gave me a couple of welcome drink tokens, so I should go and find the bar and go and get my welcome drink. So my room is just here. Right, let's have a look at this room. So obviously, card slot, a couple of light switches. You've actually got a whole sort of kitchen area, which is quite nice. Lots of cupboard space. So you can sort of put shoes and bags and what have you away. Nice big fridge freezer, a couple of waters in it. And then we've got a microwave, single hob top. So if you contact the reception, they can give you some cooking equipment. And you've got a couple of spoons, a couple of forks, plates, dishes, what have you. There's not too much in the cupboards. And then a sink and drainer. Tea and coffee, milk, sugar, another couple of waters. So you've got 4 waters altogether. And then a kettle. Quite a nice balcony, large balcony. We'll have a look out on that in a minute. Then you've sort of your bedroom area. Again, another nice sort of big area with sort of dressing table, mirror over. Your air conditioner is actually running onto the bed. If I come over here, you can probably see that. Yeah, so it's running onto the side of the bed, but there's a fair distance away, so I think it'd be all right. Double wardrobe, and we've got a large safety box that is firmly fixed down. Couple of hangers, quite a few hangers, and robes, umbrella, and you've got 2 bedside lockers or units with sort of master switches. Bed, 6-foot bed, and then you've got table and a couple of armchairs. And in front of the bed we've got probably 40-inch TV with a couple of remote controls, in-room menu, so you can have a look at that. Alright, let's go and have a look at the balcony. So, large balcony. With chairs and ashtrays, so you can clearly smoke out here. Your air conditioning unit is actually blowing onto your balcony. It feels quite warm out here. And there's your view. You've actually got a partial swimming pool view. Yeah, that's the view of the swimming pool. We'll go and have a look at that in a minute. And you can actually see the sea. Look at that, I've got a sea view. Yes, it's a very light room with lots of windows, a very light room. So if we do the long shot from here, you can see how big the room is. Right, let's have a look at the bed. So 6-foot bed, you've got your oversized pillows and your normal pillows, very soft pillows. Quite a soft, oh yes, a soft bed as well. So you've got a big mattress and a thick mattress topper. That's nice and soft, that is. So that certainly looks quite good. So let's do the blackout test. Right, this might take a bit of time turning all these lights off. There we go. Right, there's quite a lot of lights in this room, and I would say that is fairly dark. If you fiddle around with the curtains a little bit more, you can probably make it quite dark. You could easily sleep in here, no problem at all. And it's very quiet, there's no noise. The only noise I can hear is the compressor from the air conditioning. They've got these communal slippers for the pool as well, his and her sizes. All right, let's have a look at the ensuite. Oh, the lights are on. So there's a little step as you come in, about 1 inch I would say, and then you've got quite a nice size ensuite. Yeah, that's quite a large shower. So we have a shower cap, vanity kit, a couple of toothbrushes, and then hand soap. Yeah, so it's one of these fancy toilets. Oh, there's actually instructions on how it works. There you go. Towels and things. Yeah, nice large shower. It's probably what, 6 foot by 3, I would say, that shower. Shower gel and shampoo. It's a 2-piece shower. So you've got your rainfall, although it's quite low, the rainfall, I would say, because I'm not massively tall. So yeah, if you're sort of 6'2", that's going to be sort of bashing you on the head. Maybe that's why it was moved to the side like that. Anyway, I don't have those problems. Right. Yeah, that's lovely and powerful, that is. Yeah, that's good quality shower. And the rainfall, yeah, that's a really nice rainfall. So there you go. All in all, that's quite a large room with a large balcony. Yeah. Right, let's go and have a look at the rest of the hotel. This is the gym, so you've got some free weights. This is the gym. So you've got a few sort of free weights, running machine, bike, water at the end. It is air conditioned, the air's on. There's a little sit-up bench and sort of a weightlifting machine. this is the breakfast room. There's a couple of coffee machines, hot water, plenty of tea bags so you can make a cup of tea. There's sort of fruit juices. And then we had a whole salad station. And there was boiled eggs, ham and cheese. And fruit salad, yogurt. Then there was a toaster and quite a large selection of pastries and breads. And then you had jams, marmalade, Nutella, butter, fruit juices, orange, pineapple, orange juice and water, and then your cereals. And there's quite a large selection of hot offerings, chicken sausages, chicken curry, and then stir-fried vegetables, bolognese, and all the food was quite hot as well. Spaghetti bolognese, which is becoming popular at breakfast. Now we had a salad and fruit station, dragon fruit, watermelon and mango. And this was the outside seating area, and it was also an egg station, so the lady would cook your eggs fresh for you. And you can sit out by the swimming pool if you wanted to. So my final thoughts on the Altera. Yeah, I quite like this hotel. As I said in the beginning, it's part of the same group as sort of the Amber and the Arbor, and I've stayed both of them, and you can see they're very similar. Super clean. I mean, the room is actually probably the biggest room out of the three. So the room is lovely and big. It's a whole sort of studio apartment here. You can borrow sort of utensils and pans apparently from reception, and you could easily stay here, for 2-3 weeks, no problem at all. I met someone who'd been there for 40 days, so they're clearly doing something right. My room's on the 7th floor. I've got a sea view. I've got a partial pool view. Technically penthouse, I suppose, if you like. But it's a double room. Wi-Fi's pretty good. I've had no problem at all with the Wi-Fi. I'll put the speeds up as normal. I've done a couple of video calls. They work perfectly well. TV, there's about, I think, something like 35, 36 channels. There was a few things in English. They're mostly Thai channels. But they tend to be these days. But there's news channels. They were actually showing the IPL cricket on one of the sports channels, and there's sort of a movie channel, I think. So there are things to watch should you want to. Swimming pool and gym. Gym's a little bit on the small side, but it's perfectly okay. I've been there twice. I've not seen anyone in it yet, so I think the gym's okay. Quite a nice swimming pool. Plenty of sort of sunbeds with umbrellas around the pool. You get a welcome drink. The bed again, like the other hotels, the Amber and the Arbor, the beds are super comfortable. They really are. They're lovely and soft. The air, even with the air going all night, it's not blowing on you, making you cold. The beds are really nice, and I slept really well last night. Location, we're a little bit further out, but it is. I walked into Soi 7 and Blackout last night. It's no problem at all. I'll do a little walk throughout the hotel and go down to Soi 6, and you can see how close it is. It is actually quite a good location here, and they do a shuttle bus. You can actually book the shuttle bus, which takes you to Terminal 21, which I think goes pretty much every hour. You do need to book it though, because I think it starts at the Amber and it goes around all the hotels in the group, and obviously this is probably the last one. You do need to book your space. Breakfast runs from 6 a.m. till I think she said 11. Yeah, breakfast is pretty good. You can actually pay for breakfast. I think it's $2.50 if it's not with your room. Lots of sort of hot offerings, shall we say? Yeah, and it was quite a lot of choice. Coffee was quite nice. I had a cappuccino and a latte, and you know they were pretty good. Check-in is pretty normal. I actually arrived just after 2 o'clock. I had to wait 5 minutes for my room because they were still cleaning it. You do get a welcome drink, or you get a token to go to the pool bar and get your welcome drink. Parking, there's quite a few parking spaces outside. There's sort of wheelchair ramps and things around the hotel, so it's quite sort of accessible for everybody. There is only one lift, so there is only one. Well, only seems to be one lift, and the hotel is quite sort of spread out each floor. So yeah, you do have to walk a little way to your room from the lift. I suppose you could request a room close to the lift if you wanted to. Yeah, I would say the hotel itself is super clean. Staff are really friendly. Location pretty good. I don't have a problem with the location here. Yeah, and all in all, I think this is quite good value for money, this one, and I would definitely come and stay here again. So let me know if you stayed here, and as always, give me a thumbs up and a like and a subscribe and all the rest of it, and I will see you on the next one. Bye for now. So this is the quick walk to Soi 6. You can get a taxi if you want to, but it really isn't that far at all. Oh, there's the big buses over there. What's that one? There's a contender for the chair competition. There we go. So that is literally 2 minutes to Central Thai Road. There's a 7-Eleven just on the corner there. That basically over there is Soi 6. So yeah, 2 minutes away.